If you had
these days,
let's say
I'm
you
gonna
had
give you a lame answer. What's
five
that?
days, you had 5 days to live. You've got $400,000. For your wife's out of the picture, your family's out of the picture. What do you do with it? What do you do?
If my wife and family are out of the picture, it's nothing but just pure fucking with like probably go to an island with a bunch of chicks and just orgy till I die. I mean, if my wife and kids are out of the picture, what kind of answer do you expect I'm going to
Well, all
say?
right,
It's going to be, it's going to include a lot of
all right,
pussy and a lot
all
of
right.
that.
A man
That's
of
all I know.
substance.
Let's say
Oh, I'm
let's
getting fucked up.
let's say
Man
that
of
you have
substance.
5 days to live because your dick doesn't work anymore. You've got dick cancer.
Oh
Now,
shit!
now you got you
Come
can't
on, man.
work. Now what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll just kill myself. I'm not going to wait 5 days like that. Can you imagine? That's like 5 centuries.
I mean, Jimmy, do you want to take that question? You have 5 days to live. Your dick doesn't.
That made me laugh. Pose the question. Okay, I got 5 days to live and my dick doesn't work.
Yeah, your pussy is not an option in the.
You want to play chess, Jimmy? We're in the same boat.
Fuck.
You're like shit. There's nothing to do.
I probably would go to the gun store, buy a gun, and blow my brains out.
to all the limp dick people that are watching this show, we apologize for this.
Sorry about that.
You know,
I don't even use mine as much these days, but it's still nice to know it works. That's the
there's
point.
not anything that you would want to see. That I had this debate with myself when I was young self, that everything that I did in the entire world was directly related to pussy. Every single action, every decision, it was about being tan. It was about being fit.
Every pair of pants you buy, every car you buy, every fucking plan you make is about getting pussy.
100%. I broke it down. I'm like, the haircut that I got was about what's going to look best. The staying out in the sun was about that. The work, everything
any man ever did to excel is about every CEO of every company, every huge. It's all about pussy, man. If you really break it all down.
As you get older,
you didn't even mean to open this can of worms, but this is making me think a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Have you done anything that isn't related? And why aren't you taking advantage of the fact that you could go out right now and get pussy if it weren't for the fact that you're like, why did you work out? Why did you become a professional athlete if it weren't for, if it weren't for pussy?
No, I'm with you. I worry about that. I worry about the faculties going.
Why aren't you on the Jersey Shore right now?
I'm in a fucking slump, man. I'm not motivated. But I mean, I test it out every day to make sure it works. But other than that, I'm just hit a dry patch. That's all. I'm hoping this podcast takes off so I can get some pussy.
I mean, what about when you go out fishing? That's not about pussy. If you go to a sporting event, you may want to look at cheerleaders and see, but it's
great point. I'll tell you what that's about.
Go ahead.
Getting away from the person that possesses the pussy.
That's
definitely. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Huh. This has become a very shallow segment. I like it. Let's continue further.
Hey, you asked me what I do for fun, and I'm gonna give you the worst answer ever, but I also think it's the best. These days, right now, what I do for fun is spend time with my kids, because my kids, I have a long age gap in my kids, and I'm in my last years of being able to physically get out and do stuff with my younger kids and stuff. So to me, that's something that I cherish.
100%. Like, I mean, it changed. That's not about pussy at all. That's about
right,
loving your kid. Unless you take your kids to the park, and then maybe it's about pussy.
Well, I'll tell you what. The idea. Listen, the old saying is, I believe, all men are pigs, right? So there's truth in that. And I always wondered, as I get older, I won't think about it. I can be the loving dad to my kids and do all that sort of stuff and have fun with them. But at the end of the day, when I lay my head, I'm pretty much still a pig when I think about, which all men are. So
those two subjects I don't think they intersect though.
Well, no, they are separate. They're completely separate from each other. you know, and which is so weird because I feel like weird in the sense that as you get older and you don't think about that stuff. Like I don't go to titty bars anymore since my daughters got older.
Yeah.
It's weird for me to see these young girls who are the age of my kid, you know what I mean? So I can't go to like strip clubs like I once did. It was something I loved. That was fun. Going out drinking, hanging out at a bar. To me, I'm going to tell you, I'm not trying to brag on myself, but to me, to go hang out in a bar, the chances of me getting some tail in a bar in my prime 10 years ago when I was still a heavy drinker and carrying on like that, I could almost always get somebody, sometimes two somebody.
It's somebody.
But
I could see that you got.
Ladies.
You know, it's funny.
But it became a curse to me because I don't want to be that person because you know what? You're chasing it's just like being a drug addict. You're chasing what do they say? You're smoking that crack, man. You're chasing the drag and you want that high, but at the end you feel like shit when it's over with. And you're like, why did I even bother?
And you know, there's repercussions of banging.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you poor bastard.
No, but it's Jimmy. Sometimes, and
Sandra got too much pussy.
No.
Well,
it's true. There's a thing called too much pussy. There really is because each pussy's attached to a person, and each of those people has different emotional things. They're
complex. Human beings are complex.
I'm not listening to this bullshit.
Listen, you just haven't enough pussy to understand. Sandra and he and I could talk. Sometimes that pussy that seems really.
I'm going to tell you guys how to say my name right. This is what my cousins would say. They were laughing. They say,
Sandra.
"My name is Sandro."
Sandro.
I don't expect you to roll your R's, but it's Sandro.
No, I'm rolling my motherfucking R. Sandro.
Sandro.
We understand how
That's
this
my name.
works, man. We understand how this pussy works, man. This ain't no Sandro and I no pussy. You don't know shit about. You were a guy who a virgin coming out of high school, man. You don't know shit about no pussy. So there are repercussions, and
absolutely, sure.
To all those kids that are listening, aka Jimmy's kids, you can't just go throwing your cock into everything. You got to actually be a little bit discriminate. There is a bit of, it's like a drug addiction, man. It really is.
Yeah, because it's easy to that's the hype, man. That's the thing, to try to get laid all the time. And I was a younger person, and that the will stays with you, but you realize there are repercussions. There's no, the carefree days of your life as a teen, once you get past that, it's over with, man. When you get older, there are repercussions, as you say. Nothing comes easy and free.
Sometimes those repercussions can get you killed. Like a lot of
absolutely.
That are the easiest. If you look at the men that are in prison and that are AK or killed, yeah, some are killed over drugs, but I'd say 80% are over a girl, man. A lot.
I don't know about 80, but definitely, you're right. Definitely a large percent are. Listen, what can make a man go crazy?
Women.
Like that, man.
That's why
me and my wife went through hard times, man. And I mean, when it's true love when it fucking sears your soul, and you can imagine yourself doing heinous things, man. You want to curse the world.
It's like I think there's I can't remember. It's a comedian goes, "You don't know if you've been in love if you haven't thought about killing her." Or
the other one is if you haven't had a restraining order, then you don't know what love is.
Yeah. Again, that love can get crazy, but when you're talking about men and our motivations, everything is driven on that. The reason we become successful, the reason we work, the reason we dress well, everything we do is predicated on that. And when you do get a wife and kids, it changes everything. It just changes everything. And there's some guys out there that'll be like, I want to take my kids to a Beverly Hills hairstyle salon so that I can see what's going. There's guys that will utilize that. But that there's a weird animalistic instinct that men do have that every man understands.
And let me tell you something, man, about that. I have a couple of friends who are way older than me. My buddy who died recently was 62, but I had another friend who's 74 and another one who's 78. And I always grill these older guys. Yep. Does it ever go away? Nope. Not even then. 78 years old, still wind blows a certain way. They see a certain person that it gets fired up in them again. Boy, they might not be able to do it, but it never goes away.
Never goes away.